Look, I hate running, and I've actually never been able to run a mile in my life. However, I think runner girlies are cool, and I want to become one. So today I will be running my first ever mile. And I will be continue running a mile every day for 30 days. Oh, what am I doing? Oh. I'm about to run my first mile ever. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm only about 20% of the way done, but I'm already getting tired. I'm worried I'm not gonna be able to complete it. I'm just trying to keep going 30 seconds at a time. I need to do this. I don't want to fear running or be embarrassed anymore. I've never ran a mile in my life. Even in high school, I always walked, I always finished last, and I was always humiliated. But not anymore. I officially completed my first ever mile. Day one was a little bit rough. I pushed myself so hard, I've been coughing for the last 24 hours. But I'm on a mission. I need to be able to run a 5K to be a certified runner girly. Problem is, couch to 5K plans usually take 8 weeks, and I will be doing it in 30 days. I know what you're wondering. What's the plan, Ashley? How are you gonna do this? So, present to you the game plan. Okay, I've always wanted to do that, thank you. So here is Nike's 5K plan, but it's 8 weeks, and I only have 30 days. Since I'm on a pretty tight schedule, I had to make some changes. So here's the actual plan. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of tough, but we're gonna do it. So I've been using the Nike Run Club app and their Couch to 5K plan, and I feel so blessed to have Coach Bennett coaching me through my runs.
You're already running, and that means we've already won something, because every run is a victory. It's a win. It's something positive because you ran. And for right now, that's enough. That's great. You're running. Be proud of that.
He's so positive, and it just makes me feel so good about what I'm able to do. I know mile isn't impressive to most people, but I feel good about it. And Coach Bennett is proud of me. And some days, that might just be enough. Okay, so I feel like I'm finally starting to get the hang of the mile. However, my shoes are literally falling apart. They're looking rough. Like, I am actually concerned chunks are just gonna start falling off. So I need to get new shoes as soon as possible, or this will end the challenge. Today is a day for celebration. So I got new shoes. I am so excited. I'm so happy. This is me in the shoe store after I found my new shoes. Look how happy I am. Look how fast I am. Zoom. These are the shoes. Ka-chow, ka-chow, ka-chow. So these are called the Swift Run 1.0. I know they're not like professional running shoes, but since there is the word run in the name, it's enough for me. Also, I got these on super sale, so they were like $35, $40 versus over $100 for professional running shoes. We also have to remember, this is what we're comparing it to. I no longer have to worry about my shoes disintegrating on the treadmill. I feel it's nice to have running shoes. Here, upgraded. My shoes leveled up. First run with my new shoes. The Couch to 5K plan has me upping my distance every few days, and honestly, it's getting really hard. Like, feel like I'm reaching that breaking point, if that makes sense. I completed 2 miles, and I feel like I'm dead. This is how I feel right now. 2 miles. When I started this challenge, I hated running, and as long as I can remember, I've always hated running. But for some reason, at the end of my runs, I actually feel really good. I feel good because I know I made myself do something hard, and I showed up and completed it. I did a hard thing, knowing that I did a hard thing, knowing that I did something I once hated, and the feeling of continually completing it every day, completing another run, another mile, hitting a new personal record of distance ran. It's awesome. I feel so good, and I don't completely know what's going on here, but after I finish my runs, I tend to break out and dance. I don't know, it just happens. So this is something I wasn't expecting, but I have eaten an insane amount of Chipotle. I've just been so hungry since I've started running. Literally the best feeling after a run is going to Chipotle. So this is my Chipotle order. I know it's a lot of cheese and I know I should eat my vegetables, but that's a problem for another video. The 5-minute run complete. And now the plan has me worked up to doing an average of a little bit over 2 miles a day. Because now when I do 1 mile, it's like a rest day, which is so bizarre. And only 16 days ago, I didn't even know if I could run a mile. And then when I did, I was like coughing. I was dead for the rest of the night. That progress is pretty cool. I'm feeling pretty exhausted. Physically and mentally, my runs are just adding up. They're starting to wear on me. Also, this coming week, I have Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. I'm going on vacation, and then I have New Year's. It's gonna be really hard. I just don't think I'm gonna be able to keep up the pace that I'm doing. I might have to just run a mile every day. And hopefully I feel better at the end of this week, because it's getting tough. It's Christmas, almost midnight, but I'm running. My daily run. So for days 20 and 21, I was on vacation and I did not want to run. I've never worked out on vacation. It just feels wrong. I am mentally ready for this to end. Like overall, I still like running, but I don't want to run on fun days like Christmas and vacation anymore. I only have about 10 days left, which feels great. Most of the time, I don't have this much stuff going on. It wouldn't be a big deal. But of course, I picked the worst 30-day period to try to do this challenge, and that's on me. It's day 23, I'm almost done with this entire challenge. I've continued to run a mile every day, and my mile is getting so much easier. When I started this, a mile was so daunting. I didn't even know if I could do a mile, and especially do it every day. And now it's just normal. I don't even think of running the same as when I started. It's not scary anymore. I feel like I've overcome my fear of running in a way, and that's big for me. Yay! So my ankle's starting to hurt. It's not super painful, but I definitely know something's off. Hopefully I just sleep it off. If it was sore, I feel like it would have happened earlier in this challenge. So I'm a little bit concerned about that, especially if it continues to get worse. I'm like 5 days away from the end, so I don't want to throw all of this away. I guess I'll see how I am the next few days. So on day 28, and my ankle is getting worse. I'm kind of worried about it, but at the same time, I only have 2 days left, and I really don't want to redo this. I think I'm just gonna push through, and hopefully it feels better.
Specifically
this ankle. So I'm kind of concerned, but I'm almost done. I only have a couple more days to go. I can't give up now. So I'll be running, but after that I will be taking a rest day. Guys, we're at day 30. Honestly, for the 5K, I was a bit nervous. My ankle hurt, and I hadn't been running much more than a mile towards the end. Thought I could do it, but I wasn't sure, and I spent the whole day hyping myself up. And kind of like remind myself how big of a deal this is. To kind of remind myself how far I've came, how much this matters, and how big of an impact this is on my life. I always thought running wasn't in the cards for me. I always avoided it and was humiliated by it. But today, I overcame it. I conquered running. I showed up every day to do something I once hated. I ran a mile every day for 30 days, and I realized it's not a 5K that makes a certified runner girly. It's the runs when you're tired, when it's Christmas, when you're busy, when your body hurts, when you're on vacation, when you just don't feel like it, and all of the other runs in between. I just ran a 5K. I never thought I'd ever run a 5K, or I thought it would take a long time, but in 30 days, I ran a 5K. From not even being able to run a mile, to being able to run 3.1 miles or 5K. Today, we win. We are victorious. If you think this video is cool, please like, subscribe, or comment. It helps the YouTube algorithm push out small creators like me. I'm planning on changing my channel a bit and making more videos like this.